Today I'm going to go through my closet and try on everything. I'm also going to do a little declutter as well, but I wanted to do an inventory of what I own and count all of my clothing. It's been a while since I've taken stock of what I own, so I feel like this will be good just to know what I have and become reacquainted with my closet. I don't have a huge closet, so I try to be really mindful about what I bring into my wardrobe. Some items that I will not be including in this closet inventory are all of my loungewear, pajamas, and activewear. I also will not be including my socks and underwear and bathing suits. But other than that, I'm going to be counting everything, so let's jump right into it. Starting with my special occasion dresses. This first one I got for a bachelorette party this past year, and the dress code was something sparkly and pastel, so this is what I found. I'm not sure where I'm going to have another opportunity to wear this dress, but I think it's cute and I feel good in it, so I'm going to hold on to it for now. Next is this silver dress that I purchased somewhat recently secondhand. I really love this dress. I think it's a really classic silhouette that I know will always look good on me, and I was looking for a silver dress and I really love this one, and I think it'll be great to wear for some wedding in the future. This next one I've had for almost 10 years. This dress is really old, but I still really love it. It doesn't exactly feel like my style right now, but it's so silky, and I love this kind of handkerchief hemline and these pleats and these stripes. I think it's a really unique dress, so definitely keeping this one. This is a dress that I've worn somewhat recently to a wedding, and I really love this dress. I hemmed it myself. That's why the hemline looks a little weird right now. It needs to be ironed, but I love the color of this dress. I love the print. I think it's so romantic and I feel really good in it, so keeping this one. This one I also got for another wedding that I went to recently. It was an Indian wedding, and this was for the Mendi night, and the bride got the same dress but in a different color. So we were kind of twins for that night, but I really like this dress, and even though I've only worn it once, I'm hoping to find other opportunities to wear it in the future. This dress I bought in Bali several years ago. This was probably, oh my gosh, 2018, but I got it for really cheap in Bali, and I love this dress so much. It's really comfortable, and it's a good dress to wear for when it's really hot outside because it's really light and breathable. And here is another dress that I've worn to a wedding. So a lot of my special occasion dresses I got somewhat recently because I've been going to so many weddings. I really love this dress. I think it also is really romantic, and it's really comfortable, and I love the print of this dress. These little daisies I think are so cute, and I love this periwinkle color. And you guessed it, another wedding dress. So this one I also wore to a wedding. I think this wedding was back in 2019, I want to say. And it was a more formal wedding, so that's why I got this one. And I love this dress so much. I love the color of it. I love the cut. It's a little too tight on me right now, but I'm keeping it anyhow because I really love this dress. This next one is so old. I really can't even remember when I got it. I got it at Macy's. Oh my gosh, this dress is probably going on 15 years old. But it fits me like a glove. It fits so perfectly, and it's a petite size. And it's a good formal dress for when I need something a little more modest. So keeping this one as well. And this is my most recent dress that I purchased for another wedding. I was a bridesmaid, and this was my bridesmaid dress. I feel really good in this dress. I think it's really pretty. I'm not sure how long I will hold on to this dress because I'm not sure if I'll ever have another opportunity where I will realistically wear this dress, but I'm going to hold on to it for now because it is still so new. Also, there's some stains I need to get out of this dress. I took it to the dry cleaners and they were not able to get them out. I think I spilled some kind of drink on me the night of the wedding, so I need to try to hand wash this, and hopefully those will come out. Otherwise, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Next up, I have my casual dresses. I love the color of this first one. I love the red. It has pockets, and this is a really great dress for when it's really hot in the middle of summer. It's really lightweight and comfortable, but I also like it because I can layer stuff underneath it. This next one is another secondhand dress that is also really great for layering. And this one I got from Depop, and it is so perfect. I love the little buttons on the side. I love the pockets. And this is really the perfect layering piece for fall, but I can also wear it for summer if I want. I love the versatility of this piece. This little black dress I've had for over 5 years, and I feel like everyone just needs a little black dress in their wardrobe. I honestly don't wear this one too often anymore, but I'm going to keep it because I feel like it's just a staple, and I can dress it up or dress it down. And it's really hard for me to find bodycon dresses that are flattering and fit me correctly, so I'm keeping this one. I've gotten a ton of use out of this next dress. I love this dusty purple color. I think it's such a good color for me. I love how comfortable this dress is. It's another one that I can very easily dress up or down. I've worn this so much in the past 2 years. This next jumpsuit is the same as the last dress. I bought them at the same time, but it's just the jumpsuit version in black. And it also is so comfortable and is really easy to style in a number of different ways. So both of these are keeps. This was another secondhand purchase from the past 5 years. This is a vintage 90s dress with this little ditzy floral print, and I think it is so cute, and it has a little tie in the back, so it kind of helps cinch in the waist. So I'm keeping this one. This one I call my astronomy professor dress. And don't ask me why I call it that. I think I was reading a Stephen Hawking book while I was wearing this dress, and I was thinking of this being the outfit I would wear if I were an astronomy professor, as one does. And I've probably had this dress for over 10 years now. It doesn't feel exactly like my style at the moment, but it is such a classic silhouette, and it's so silky and soft and feels like good quality, so I'm definitely holding on to this dress. This next jumpsuit is only a couple years old, and I've only worn it a couple of times. I think the problem with it is that it's very comfortable, which isn't a problem, but I want to wear this as loungewear around the house, or I was even picturing myself wearing it to an airport for a flight or something. But the problem with it is that jumpsuits are so hard to use the bathroom in. So if I'm just trying to lounge and be comfortable, or if I'm at an airport, I do not want to have to get fully undressed in order to use the restroom. The function is just not quite there for me. So I think I'm going to end up decluttering this one today, and I'm going to try to resell it. It's practically brand new, so hopefully I can get some money back for this. I've had this dress for over 5 years now, and I really love this dress. I feel like for most of my teens and early 20s, I was looking for a dress exactly like this. And when I finally found it, I was so happy. It fit perfectly. It was exactly what I wanted, but I have barely worn this dress. I think because it is so form-hugging, I feel the need to layer a jacket on top of it for me to feel completely comfortable in it. And I have to wear tights with it. So I just don't get a lot of use out of this dress, but I think it is so perfect and it's really nice quality, so I do not have the heart to get rid of it yet. So I'm going to be putting this dress into storage today. I purchased this next one in the past 5 years, and this is another secondhand dress that I got from Depop. I really love this dress, but I need to hem it because right now I look like a straight up nun. I just think right now it looks like I'm drowning in all of this fabric. So I think if I made it a midi length, it would be a lot more practical for me and I would get a lot more use out of this. But I love this dress. It is so soft and feels like such good quality. And I think it's vintage from the 90s. Clothing back then was just made different and was much better quality. So I'm holding on to this one and making it a goal to hem it before fall. Oh, I love this dress so much. So this one I've had for going on 10 years, and it's another one that I got secondhand. I got it from, I think, Plato's Closet. I love the cut of it. I think it is so flattering, and I love this plaid print and all the little details, the lace and the buttons. I think it is so good. But the problem with this dress is that it looks a little costumey on me right now, and I actually have worn this as a costume a couple different times. But I think this is another one that I just need to hem to a midi length, and then I think it'll be a lot more wearable for me and look less costumey. So this is another one that I want to hem before fall. And next up are skirts. This first one I also got secondhand from Depop, and this is another vintage, probably 90s, and it's actually a skirt, which makes it even better. I have not worn a skirt since I was in elementary school, so this feels like such a throwback to me, but it's so practical, and this skirt fits me perfectly, which is really hard for me to find. I tend to have issues with skirts and pants gapping at the waist, so I'm really glad that this one doesn't do that, and I love the gingham pattern, and I love the color, so this is a keep. This next plaid pleated skirt I bought in the past 5 years, and I feel like this was a purchase for my fantasy self. I just do not tend to wear short skirts, especially ones where I have to wear shorts underneath or where I have to wear tights, and so I have never worn this skirt out. But I think it is so cute, so I'd love to find ways to wear it, and I'm holding on to it for now. I've gotten so much use out of this next skirt. This one I also got secondhand from Depop, and it is so perfect. It's this really nice gingham pattern in a neutral color, and I love the little buttons on the side. It fits perfectly. I did hem it so that it would be the correct length for me. I've gotten so much use out of this skirt, so this is a definite keep. I've had this one for going on 10 years now, and this is just a really good basic skirt that I can dress up or down. It's work appropriate, so I've gotten a lot of use out of this, and I'm keeping it. This is another secondhand skirt that, again, I got from Depop. Depop is where it's at. They have so much good stuff on there. But this is another vintage skirt, I think from the 70s. And oh my gosh, it is wool and it has pockets and all these buttons, and I love the color. It is the perfect skirt for fall. I feel like a librarian when I wear this skirt, and I kind of love that. Next up are pants. So this first pair I've had for over 5 years, and I really love these. I love the color and the cut of them, and they're super comfortable, and they're fun to style in a number of different ways. And these are just really good work pants, so I'm keeping these. These next ones are a little bit newer. I also got these secondhand from either Depop or Poshmark, and they're really nice quality. They're really comfortable. I feel like olive green is such a good neutral in my wardrobe for me. So I've gotten a lot of use out of these, and I can style them in a number of different ways. These, again, are great work pants. These brown corduroy pants are my newest pair of pants. These are more casual and they're so comfortable, and I loved wearing these all fall and winter. I feel so cool in these, so these are a definite keep. All right, moving on to jeans. This first pair are from Everlane, and these are such good quality denim. I just do not get a lot of use out of these. Maybe it's the kind of darker wash that they're in, but they fit perfectly. They fit like a dream. So I bought 2 pairs of them. I haven't gotten a ton of use out of these because I don't feel like they're quite my style at the moment. Plus, I just tend to reach for the most comfortable pair of jeans that I own lately, but they're such good quality, and I still really love these jeans. And it is so hard for me to find jeans that fit correctly. So I'm going to hold on to both of these for now because I feel like jean styles cycle in and out so quickly that I feel like give it 5 to 10 more years and high-waisted jeans will be back in style, and I will be glad that I kept these. I actually also got these same jeans in the color black. I did end up cutting the hem of these to make them more ankle length. I think that combined with the black color, I've gotten so much use out of these. And if I want to wear a pair of high-waisted jeans, then these are the ones that I reach for. Here's another pair of jeans that I haven't gotten a ton of use out of recently because, again, they just don't totally feel like my style, but they do fit perfectly, so I feel like I just need to play with them and try styling them in different ways. Otherwise, I might end up decluttering these later on. And here are the jeans that I actually wear now. These I bought somewhat recently, and they are just the most comfortable pair of jeans I own. So I did purchase them in a second color as well. These just feel more like my style right now, and because they're so comfortable, I wear these 2 pairs of jeans literally every single day. Next up, we have what I call comfy pants. This first pair are ones that I purchased in the past 5 years, also secondhand. They fit really well and are really comfortable. I don't get as much use out of them because they are a lighter color, so I can only wear certain underwear with this pair of pants, and that's kind of what prevents me from wearing them more. So I'm definitely going to try to get more use out of these this spring and summer. This next pair of comfy pants I wear all the time. I wish they had pockets. That is the biggest downfall of these pants, but the color of these makes them really versatile in my wardrobe, and they're just so comfortable. So then I purchased this other pair of pants in a similar style because I was getting so much use out of my other ones. And I really love these as well. They're in a black color and they have these slits on the ankles, which I think are cute. And I just love anything with an elastic waist, not only because they're super comfortable, but because I don't have issues with it gapping. Next up are shorts, and shorts are a really meager little category for me because I have so much trouble finding shorts that fit me correctly. So again, both of my shorts have elastic waistbands because that is what fits me. So I have 2 pairs of shorts right now, one in this khaki cream color and another one in this gray color, and I just get so much use out of these. I would like to find a pair of denim shorts that are comfortable and fit me really well, but I have not been able to find them yet. So I'm holding out for the perfect pair because I really do need another pair of shorts for summer. Now moving on to tops. I'm going to start with my tank tops. So I have quite a few tank tops. I get a lot of use out of these during the summer. I love this top so much. It is such good quality. It fits perfectly. I love the mock neck. I think it's really elevated for a tank top, and this piece is so versatile. This literally goes with every single piece in my wardrobe, and it is the perfect basic. This tube top originally came with a bridesmaid's dress that I wore to a friend's wedding, and I ended up just keeping the tube top portion of the dress because it is a great layering piece. This next one is a bodysuit, onesie, teddy, whatever you call them, but I've actually never worn this piece. I've had it for a few years now, and I think it's really cute, but I've just not had a place to wear it yet. This little halter top I've gotten so much use out of. I have owned this for probably going on 10 years now, and this has been my go-to going out top. I've worn this to Vegas, to Miami, literally everywhere. I love this sparkly blue color, and I feel so good when I wear this, so definitely keeping this one as well. This next one I bought in the past couple years using a gift card that I had. I love a cute little halter moment, and I feel really good when I wear this one. I've had this tank top, no joke, since high school, and I am 32 years old now. So I've had this tank top for probably half my life, which is kind of crazy to think about. I've also had this one for a really long time, probably going on 10 years, and it is just a nice basic black tank top. This is one where I don't have to wear a bra with it, which is one of my favorite kind of tops. And I call this one my Sporty Spice top because I can totally imagine Sporty Spice wearing this with a pair of cargo pants. This next one I've had for a few years now, and I purchased it because I thought it would be just a good basic white tank top, but I've maybe only worn it once. The straps are just a little too long for me, so I don't find it all that comfortable or flattering to wear. So I think this is one that I'm going to be decluttering today and trying to resell. On the other hand, this tank top I've gotten a ton of use out of. I love the color of it, I love the cut, it fits really well, and again, I don't have to wear a bra with it, so I love to wear this one in the dead of summer when it's super hot and I really do not want to be wearing a bra. So keeping this one. And these next two I've also gotten a ton of use out of. These are just really practical basics in my wardrobe. They're really good layering pieces. And again, I do not have to wear a bra with these, and I find them really cute and flattering. All right, next up are t-shirts. And this is probably one of my biggest categories with 17 items total, but I also get the most use out of these. I'm not including all of my lounge t-shirts in this. Those are shirts that I just wear around the house or to like go grocery shopping in. So these are my nicer t-shirts. My really nice t-shirts, I try to take really good care of. For example, this one here, I've had for over 10 years. I just love the cut of this t-shirt. I think it fits really well. And I love this really small scale neutral pattern. It goes with literally everything, and this is a t-shirt that I can dress up or down. Same with this one. This one is over 10 years old, and this is a hand-me-down that originally came from my partner's brother. This is the perfect graphic tee. It has definitely seen better days, but I am thinking about screen printing my own version of this tee once it officially dies. So I need to find my screen printing kit. I hope I still have that, but that might be a DIY project in the future. I just have a lot of basic tees. A lot of these are over 5 years old, and again, I just take really good care of my t-shirts. This one here, I had a friend tell me that the print looked like bananas, so now I cannot unsee that. Even though they are flowers, they're not bananas, but I really like the fit of this t-shirt, and the quality is really nice as well. These kind of cropped tees tend to be a better fit for me because I am petite and I have a really short torso, so normal length t-shirts tend to be way too long on me, and all that fabric just kind of bunches around my hips. But usually if a tee is described as having a slight crop, then that is perfect for me. This pink tee here is one of my favorite t-shirts. This one is over 5 years old, but it looks exactly the same as the day I got it because it is such nice quality. I like to have a good variety of colors in my t-shirts, and I also choose colors that pair well with everything else in my wardrobe. I am part of the summer season for color analysis, so you will see all of my colors reflect that, and it just makes it really easy to create outfits and have everything go together. Sorry about all of my t-shirts being so wrinkly. I'm not an ironing sort of person. When I have wrinkled clothing, I tend to just spray it with a spray bottle. I also love these tees here. These are such nice quality and just really thick. And I do find my thicker, nicer quality tees last a lot longer and are good investment pieces for me. These weren't necessarily expensive, and I think I got a lot of these on sale, but just spending a few more dollars for that nice quality makes a huge difference. So I will be keeping all of my t-shirts. Next, I have what I call my nice tops. This first one I purchased for my fantasy self. I imagined myself literally going to Renaissance festivals wearing this top. And I've yet to go to a Renaissance festival since buying this. Whenever I wear it, I feel like I'm playing dress up as somebody else. I just do not feel like myself, and I feel like part of it has to do with the puffy sleeves. My other issue with this top is I wish I would have gotten it in a size larger because it does not have a zipper or anything, so I have to pull it over my head, and every time I take it on or off, I have a moment of panic where I feel like I'm getting stuck. So I do not like that about this top, and for those reasons, I'm going to be decluttering this today. This next one I've had for over 5 years, and this is just a nice basic wrap top. And this one is good to wear for work, especially in the summer. It feels a little bit more elevated, but it's still really lightweight and comfortable. I bought this one secondhand in the past couple years. I think it's vintage from the 90s, and I love how it's sheer with these velvet roses. Maybe the color isn't the best for me, and the turtleneck kind of suffocates me a little bit, but I think it is so cute, and I love to wear this during the fall, so I'm definitely keeping it. This is another one that's over 5 years old, but it's another good basic work top. I also like to layer it unbuttoned over other pieces. Same for this blue button up. I've had this one for probably going on 10 years now, and it is just a really good basic work top. This button-up black top is also very similar, even though it is polyester, so I can get a little sweaty in it, but I really love the fit of it, and I feel like having a black button-up is a good basic to have in my wardrobe. Moving right along to long sleeve tops. I have 11 of these total. I feel like I need to go a little bit faster. I'm going way too slow. Starting with this lace turtleneck, this is one of my newer purchases, and I really love this as a layering piece. This one here is also fairly new. This is more of a going out sort of long sleeve. Same for this one. This is a really good going out top, and I wear this one all the time. These next few long sleeve tops are just really good basics, really comfortable, and I get a lot of use out of them during the winter. I especially like this white one. It's a great layering piece, and I like to have these more lightweight long sleeve tops in my wardrobe because I find I just get a lot of use out of them. This kind of watermelon color tends to work really well on me and pairs with a lot of stuff in my wardrobe. I also love the kind of cropped fit of this sweater, and it's good quality, so this is another great basic. I've had this next black one for over 5 years, and I've also gotten a lot of use out of it. I love the little details on the sleeves, how it has a slight poof to them, but without being too poofy, because remember, I'm not a poofy sleeve girl, but I've really enjoyed this one. Next, I have a couple turtlenecks, and I have mixed feelings about turtlenecks because I think they're really cute, but I think I also don't have a super long neck. So I have to be really careful that I don't look like I'm drowning in turtlenecks, and I think I also just don't love the experience of pulling a turtleneck over my head. So even though I love these two turtlenecks, and I especially love this blue one, this is one of my favorite colors to wear. I probably will not be purchasing a lot of turtlenecks in the future because they do kind of give me sensory issues. Moving on to sweaters. I get a lot of use out of all of these during the winter. I love this white one. It is a great basic, and I've had this one for going on 10 years. This checkered sweater is newer, and I got this one secondhand more recently, and I just think this is such a fun piece. I love this sweater for its color. This is one of my favorite colors to wear. It is more cropped, so I tend to like to wear it with higher waisted jeans. And then I have a couple gray wool sweaters. This one I got first, and it is so soft and comfortable. I really like the mock neck on it. I prefer this neckline over turtleneck because I feel like it doesn't overwhelm me as much. And then finally, this gray sweater is one of my newer ones. It is such good quality. It is the softest wool ever. It feels really light and airy while also keeping me really warm. So definitely keeping all of these. Next up is sweatshirts. Starting with this white one that I received as a gift from my friend. And again, it's just a really nice quality basic, and I really love the fit of this, and it feels like a more elevated sweatshirt. This one here I've had for over 5 years, and it's starting to look a little worn out. The neckline is getting a little wavy and stretched out, but I love the color of this. I love the slits on the side, and I always feel really cute and comfortable when I wear this. And then I have a couple of hoodies. I get so much use out of these. I wear them all the time, but they're really good quality, and I like the fit of them, so I don't feel too frumpy in them, and I feel like I can wear these out. Next, I'll go through cardigans. This first white one I've had for over 5 years. I tend to think of all my clothing now as either pre-pandemic or post-pandemic. So this one is pre-2020. This is a newer cardigan, and I really love the relaxed fit of this, and this maroon color pairs really well with a lot of my clothing. This is another cardigan that I've purchased in the past 5 years, and this one is a wool blend, so it keeps me really warm, but it still feels really lightweight, and it is the softest wool ever. It's a really nice quality cardigan, and I really love the fit and color of this one. This next one I've had for well over 5 years, probably going on 10 years at this point. It's a super lightweight cardigan, and I haven't worn this one in a while because it doesn't quite feel like my style right now, but it felt like my quintessential style in the past, and I used to get a ton of use out of this. And then finally, I have this cardigan. This is a vintage wool cardigan, and it's really nice quality. I love how oversized it is and chunky, and I love the color and how it looks like a strawberry with this pattern, but this wool is very itchy. So when I wear this, I have to layer it over a long sleeve top. Otherwise, the itchiness does get to me. Okay, we're getting into the last couple categories here. So next up are jackets. Starting with this camel colored blazer. This blazer is probably over 10 years old now, and this is what I will wear to interviews or if I'm trying to look really professional. Here's another blazer that I've had for forever. I've had this one for probably 15 years now. It is so old. I originally got it from Kohl's. I think it was part of the Lauren Conrad line. So it wasn't an expensive blazer at all, but I've gotten so much use out of this one, and this is another one where if I need to look a little more professional or elevated, this is what I'll reach for. This next one is over 5 years old, and I love this blazer so much. This is a really nice quality oversized linen blazer in this kind of watermelon terracotta color. And this color works really well with the rest of my wardrobe. It's the perfect amount of oversized while still feeling professional. I also have this oversized blazer, and this one I got secondhand from a thrift store, and it's actually a men's blazer. And I picked it up for my partner to try, but it was a little too small on him. So then I tried it on, and I actually really ended up liking it. It adds the perfect amount of oversized grunginess to any outfit. This members only jacket I have had for at least 10 years now, and it doesn't feel exactly like my style at the moment, but I love this jacket so much. It is the softest, silkiest material, and it feels so good to wear, and I feel so cool when I wear this. And then I have this olive green, really lightweight jacket. I used to have another jacket back in high school, very similar to this one. I wore it all throughout high school, all throughout college, and then I got the most massive Sharpie stain on it. And I have no clue how it happened, but I was not able to get it out, and I ended up giving it away. And I regret giving that jacket away so much, but I found this replacement for it that is very similar. And I know these jackets look very much like 2010, but I still love this, and I think that this is a core part of my style. I also have this newer jacket, which is also an olive green color. This color green is one of my favorite neutrals. It goes with absolutely everything in my wardrobe. I literally have to stop myself from buying every jacket in an olive green color. It's really good quality, but my biggest complaint about this jacket is how hard it is to get my hands in the pockets. It is such a struggle, so I do find that frustrating, but I like this jacket overall, so I will be keeping it. And then finally, I have this black denim jacket. This jacket, I have the same exact problem of it being a struggle to put my hands in the pockets. So I don't love that about it, and for some other reason, I rarely ever wear this jacket. I've had it for over 5 years, and I've probably only worn it maybe 3 times. I'm starting to think that maybe I'm just not a denim jacket kind of girl, but I need to play around with this a little bit more and maybe try to style it in different ways. And if I still don't find myself reaching for this, then I probably will resell it. It is a really nice quality denim jacket, so I have trouble getting rid of it. Okay, final category of clothing are coats. This first one is my newest one. I just purchased this a few months ago, and I wore this all throughout fall and winter. This jacket is the same style of a coat that I had in 6th grade, so I feel like this is such a throwback to the early 2000s, and I kind of love that about it. I feel like everyone in Portland has this jacket right now. Like, I literally met up with a new friend for the first time, and she was wearing the same exact jacket. So everyone has this jacket right now, but I love it, and so I'm going to keep wearing it. I moved from Southern California to Portland, and I did not own a rain jacket when I first moved here. And Portland gets very rainy. So I bought this medium weight rain jacket, which is also packable, so it comes with this little bag inside that you can stuff it into. And I also bought this warmer, longer black rain jacket. So these are both very basic, but I've gotten so much use out of them, and they are definitely essentials. And then lastly, I have this wool pea coat. I haven't worn this one as much as I would like to. I think it's so cute, and it's also super warm, and I love the color and the pattern of it. I find it really versatile, and it goes with most of my clothing. I think I just haven't gotten as much use out of this one because it's not a raincoat, and typically when it's cold during the winter, it is also very wet. I think also because it lives in my hallway closet, I just forget it exists, but I need to wear this because it's really cute, so I'm going to make an effort to wear it next winter. So now we're done with the main portion of my closet inventory. Now I want to move on to a few miscellaneous items where I want to decide whether I want to declutter them or not. Starting with this activewear set. I got these leggings and top just a couple years ago, so it's still pretty new, but I've only worn it once. They're a little bit too long, so the fabric just kind of bunches at the ankles, and the waist of these doesn't fit me great. So even though this set is super cute and I like the red color, it is just not practical for me, so this is one that I've decided to declutter today. And now I want to take a look at a few items that I'm keeping in storage. In this storage bag is where I hold on to clothing that doesn't quite fit me or doesn't quite feel like my style, but I'm not ready to let go of yet. I'm just going to pull a few items that I want to revisit just to see whether they fit me now or how I feel about them. Starting with a couple pairs of shorts since we're going into warmer weather. I really love these shorts, but as you can see, they do not fit me anymore. They also aren't exactly my style right now, but I still think they're really cute, and when they fit me, they fit perfectly. So even though they don't fit me right now, I'm not going to get rid of them and I'm going to keep them in storage. Same for these shorts. I can technically get them on, but they are so tight. They're really good quality though, and I think they're really cute, so I'll be holding on to these as well. Next is this top that I used to wear to work a lot. I think this is so cute and I really love the fit of it, and I love this neutral pattern, but it is polyester, so I do get really sweaty in it. I think I am going to hold on to it though, because I can see myself wearing this for job interviews, or if I have an interview on Zoom or something, then this would be a nice top to wear. Next, I have a few pair of pants that I want to see how they fit. Starting with these green pants, I love these pants so much. I bought them right before COVID happened, and then I was laid off from my job and I never got a chance to wear these pants. And then once I got a job again, these pants no longer fit me, so I'm really sad about that, but these are really nice quality, lighter weight wool pants that I cannot get myself to get rid of, so I will hold on to them for now in hopes that maybe someday in the future they will fit me. And here's another pair of work pants that do not currently fit me. I got a lot of use out of these back when I was going into an office, but I have not worn them in a while because, as you can see, they are too tight. I have trouble moving my legs in these and my butt feels squished. So they don't work right now, but I'm going to hold on to them because they're nice quality and I still like them. Next are these vintage 70s corduroy orange pants, and I think that these are so amazing. I bought these for a 70s party that I was going to, and now they're a little too tight on me, but when they did fit, they fit perfectly, and I think that these are so cool, so I'm going to hold on to these. Next is this romper that I have had for over 10 years. I love this romper so much. I love the fit of it, I love the color, I love the pattern, and I have a weird sentimental attachment to this romper because one time I was wearing this and my great-grandma told me how she used to wear outfits just like this. She called it a play suit, so recently I looked up 40s play suit, and sure enough, the first image search result was the same exact silhouette as this romper. I see exactly what she's talking about, and I feel kind of a connection to my great-grandma when I wear this. And this one right now seems to be fitting pretty well. It's maybe a tiny bit tight, but I can get away with it. So actually I'm going to be taking this one out of storage and putting it into my closet, and hopefully I will get some use out of it this summer. This next romper I got as a hand-me-down from my sister because it didn't fit her anymore, and it also doesn't fit me anymore now. You can see how the buttons are all gapping and there's no wiggle room in here, but I still think it's really cute, so I'm going to be holding on to it in storage for now. Now I'm going to go through a few dresses that I have in storage, starting with this one, which as you can see, does not quite fit correctly. The buttons are gapping, and you can also see in the back how it's bunching up, and it is way too tight across my butt. I feel really uncomfortable in this, but I love the print and I love the color, so I'm going to be holding on to it. This next one is a little tight, but it fits okay. I think I can get away with it, but it just doesn't quite feel like my style right now. It has these cold shoulders, which feel very much of a certain time period, and I could layer a sweater over this, but this is definitely more of a dress that I would wear to work. And again, I'm not going into an office setting right now, so I will keep this one in storage. This dress I have mixed feelings about because it is also just a little too tight on me right now, and I feel uncomfortable with how it's hugging my curves. I feel like maybe if I had some shapewear, I could make it work, but I don't have any shapewear currently, and I'm just not ready to get rid of this one, so I'm going to be keeping it in storage. And finally, we are moving on to shoes. Right now, I have 20 pairs of shoes. And last year, I went through a lot of my shoes and decluttered them because I could not wear the majority of my shoes anymore because of a foot injury. And I'm not going to lie, when I did that last declutter of my shoes, I cried because it was so sad having to get rid of shoes that I loved, but that physically caused me pain. So there are still some shoes here that I've been holding on to, even though I'm physically not able to wear them, because I just wasn't ready to get rid of them yet. So today, I think I might be ready to say goodbye to them. I cannot wear these anymore because they're way too narrow for my foot. They just squish my toes too much and they cause me pain. And then I purchased these boots as a replacement for the other ones. So these are actually Birkenstock brands. So they're maybe not as cute as the other ones, but they give me toe space, so they do not cause me pain. Next up, I have these vintage heeled loafers. These I got from Depop, and I love these so much. And the square toe works a lot better for me, so these are very very comfortable and I'm definitely keeping them. This is a pair of shoes that I don't think I can get myself to get rid of. They do cause me toe pain, so I'm not able to wear them anymore, but they're such nice quality that I just cannot get myself to get rid of them. So I will be holding on to those. These loafers I also purchased secondhand, and these I'm still able to wear fairly comfortably. This is just my most practical pair of shoes. I wear these all the time to walk in. I can walk for days in these and have 0 foot pain. So definitely keeping those. These next ones I also bought for very practical purposes when I had my foot injury. And I would like to think that I was pulling off the dad shoe look, but I don't think I was. I just don't think that these are cute, and I never felt like myself when I was wearing them. So I will be decluttering these today. Next up are these Vans, which I've gotten so much use out of, but I think these were part of the culprit for my foot injury. These have also just seen better days, so I'm going to be decluttering these. And then here's my newest pair of shoes that I purchased to replace the previous ones. These are wide enough for my feet and they're really comfortable and I feel really good in them. So I'm super happy that I found these and now I can get rid of the other ones. These Converse I've had forever. They also have definitely seen better days. And if you have wide feet, then you know that Converse are impossible to wear. So I cannot even wear these anymore, and I think it's time to say goodbye. Next, I have this pair of wooden clogs, which I absolutely love. And these, for being completely wooden, are shockingly comfortable. So definitely keeping these. And then I have this pair of leather heels that I've gotten so much use out of. They are super comfortable, or at least they used to be for me, but I can't wear them anymore. Plus, one of the heels is missing its sole. So I think it's time to say goodbye, and I will be decluttering these today. Next, I have these brown-heeled sandals, and this is another pair of shoes that I really love, but I'm not able to wear anymore. They're such nice quality, and I just can't bring myself to get rid of them, so I will be holding on to these for now. I also got so much use out of these platform sandals. I loved these so much, but I think these also contributed to my foot injury. They were so comfortable until they were not. Since I can't wear these anymore, I think it's time to say goodbye to them, so I'm going to try to clean these up and resell them. And then I have these strappy heels, which are a pretty new purchase for me, and I've already gotten a ton of use out of these. I've worn these to every wedding that I've been to in the past year, which is like 3 weddings. So I've gotten a lot of use out of them, and they're really comfortable for me, and I can wear them all night long with no issues. Next, I have my Teva sandals, and I wasn't going to include my activewear in this declutter, but I decided to show these because I am going to declutter them today because they also squish my toes. And then finally, I have a couple pairs of Birkenstocks. These are the shoes that I pretty much live in now. They're so comfortable, so I have this pair that I wear outside, and then I have another pair that are my indoor Birkenstocks. So grand total, I have 121 pieces of clothing, including my shoes. So here are the shoes that I've decided to declutter today, and that is 8 pairs total. And then here are the shoes that I'm keeping. So total, I will be keeping 12 pairs of shoes. And Jean-Pierre is inspecting to make sure I made good choices. I think he approves. These 12 pairs do not include my hiking boots, my snow boots, and my running shoes. But overall, I feel pretty good about this shoe declutter. So finally, to conclude this clothing inventory, I just want to share a few graphs that I made. So first is a graph showing the type of clothing that I own. Majority of my clothing at 40% are tops. So that makes sense for me because that is the category of clothing that I wear every single day and that I can typically only wear once before I need to wash them. Next, I have dresses and outerwear, both at 17%. And then I have bottoms, which make up 16% of my clothes. And then finally, 10% of my clothing are shoes. Next, I have a graph showing how many of my clothes I've worn in the past year. So I have worn 64% of my clothing at least once in the past year, meaning that 36% I have not worn. I've just been home a lot the past year, so it makes sense that there's a lot of clothing that I haven't worn, and I feel like 64% worn is still a really big percentage. Next, I have a graph showing the percentage of clothing I own that is secondhand. I feel pretty good about 16% of my clothing being secondhand. I feel like that's something I've been really intentional in the past 5 years of buying more secondhand clothing. And this is a percentage that I hope to increase mindfully in the future. And then my final graph is a graph showing the number of years that I've owned each piece of clothing. So majority of my clothing at 60% I've owned for 1 to 4 years. 23% of my clothes I've owned for 5 or more years, 8% I've owned for 10 or more years, and then 8% I've owned for less than 1 year. So that means that over a quarter of my clothing is 5 or more years old. I feel really good about these numbers because it means that I'm making really mindful purchases about what I'm bringing into my clothing collection. I buy clothing based on quality and longevity, and I want to make sure that I will enjoy it and that it will look good for years to come. I feel like these numbers also reflect how I've really been honing in what my personal style is, so I'm less likely to make impulse purchases and to buy things for my fantasy self. For the most part, I buy clothing that I know I will use and enjoy. So there's one dress that I took out of my closet and put into storage, and then one romper that I took out of storage and put into my closet. And then along with the 8 pairs of shoes, I also have 4 pieces of clothing that I'm decluttering today. And that is it for my closet inventory and declutter. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. This was a beast to edit. There was so much footage and it took me so much longer to do than I expected. It feels really good to know what I have in my closet and know what fits me and also know what I need to reach for more. Everything's nice and organized now, and I also took all of my winter clothing and put it into storage and took out all my spring and summer clothing. So now my storage bag can go back into my couch, and I'm looking forward to wearing all of my spring and summer clothes this coming season. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you are also doing a declutter this spring. What does your declutter process look like? Are you the type to do a huge declutter all at once? Or are you more of a declutter throughout the year kind of person? And if you've counted your wardrobe, I am super curious to know what number you arrived at. Is it less or more than 121? I also would love to know what your oldest piece of clothing you still own is. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!